We are live, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so today is 32, day 32.
Yes.
Okay, good. So we're on day 32. That means you have crossed the barrier of 27 and 28 days. You have created the pathway for a habit. Now continue with this habit. If you stop this habit of yours, which we are doing it will erase, because the path you have created is still, what do you call, sandy, kacha. It has to become solid for it not to be erased. Because if you don't walk on the path, the grass will grow on this path and the pathway will be lost. So you've just managed to create it and you've opened it, and that vortex for saying yes has been opened. So now whenever you create a new resolve and intention, it will be accepted very fast. It will not be converted. It will be accepted. It don't have to wait 28 days. It will start getting accepted. That is how the neuroplastic pathways work. So it's to understand this better. We studied so many books. In medical school, I studied so many books. I read such a lot. Do I remember everything I studied for 5.5 years in medical school? No. I only remember and what I used out of it. I became a trauma surgeon. I don't remember everything, but I know the basics of everything. But I became a trauma surgeon. So in orthopedics, there is orthopedics, rehabilitation, trauma. All this I specialized in. But I became a trauma surgeon. And in the trauma surgeon, I was fixing fractures. So day in and day out, I fixed fractures. So that was the pathway laid down. And that fractures I didn't fix for 1 year, 2 years, almost 20, 24, 25 years. So because I fixed it for 25 years, and 20 years I have not operated. Whenever I go to the operation theater, I can straight away take the knife and start operating. And I do that. I have not forgotten that pathway is there. That experience is there. Immediately I can fall back because it has become permanent. It has become genetic, imprinted. So that ability and that skill is completely there. I'll go in and out without any fear, with total confidence. Fearless. So that is what I'm trying to tell you is happening. It's based on whatever your life experience. Now, on top of it, what is the additional? I helped establish the medical school. I graduated 900 doctors. I was teaching every day, training every day. What am I doing even now? Teaching, training every day. I have not forgotten. And what I do every day, I remember. So I want you to remember, aging issues happen as a result of chronic diseases. I want you, this should be very clear. Whatever disease you carry, if you're not carrying a disease, you won't have aging issues. You will have almost the same energy as a young person. Chronic diseases are due to persistent stress. And stress is something which all of you are going through all the time. So stop going through stress so that it doesn't become a disease. Stress is because there is a lack. You think there is something missing. And actually, it must be missing also in the food, in the air quality, in the water quality, in the food quality, in the information quality. So much of sadness is there. So much of poverty is there. So all that also is there in the environment. So that's all causing stress. And you have to understand, stress is due to a lack. If something is missing, if good food is missing, good water is missing, good fruits are missing, good environment is missing, peaceful environment is missing. Okay. So that is why. And all the knowledge how to literally recover and create whatever you want to create is present in our awareness, which nobody taught us. So all we need to do is strengthen our awareness, strengthen our focus, strengthen our attention, and breathe into one thing rather than too many things. Okay. So this month, what are we working on? We're working on the digestive system. So please do not forget to finish the story. When you have finished it, I'm going to take up the measurements of the person who finishes the story first to see, is it the right passion? Is it the right purpose? Okay. Next. Place your hands on the heart. Bring your focus into the space between the heart and the hands. As we are doing the endocrine system. So first, whatever you wrote in the resolve form, whichever part of the body, whichever organ it was, chest press. Just take your hand and place it there. One hand on the heart. One hand on the problem organ. And if you are here for endocrine system, if you're here for pituitaries, whether it is you're here for pineal, whether you're here for ovaries, whether you're here for adrenals, you can place the hand on that. And then fix your attention in those two areas. Bring your awareness here, all-knowing awareness, who will immediately know what is wrong in these areas and give instructions to correct, because after all, it is the awareness which created you. Thus, this is a voluntary process. Everything cannot happen involuntarily. Voluntary also action is required. Breathe in both the spaces. When you breathe, you come into an integrated state. A state of silence, a state of peace, a state of relaxation, a state of thoughtlessness. This is the state you will be able to create your intention, resolve, and so on. So you have to make the statement now. I, Ramesh, am holistically healthy. Name the organ: pancreas, thyroid, pineal, pituitary, adrenals, ovaries, testes, and so on. Holistically wealthy, income, career, growth, and advancement. Number 3, holistically wise life, aware, intuitive, and listening to the inner voice. So this statement gives the creative force inside you, the soul divine absolute complex, what you really seek besides whatever was already given. What is that new thing you seek? Of course, the new thing will be given after you've overcome the problems. Move your toes, move your fingers, wipe your hands, cover your eyes, open, close, open, close, open, close, with eyes open, separate. First thing, what is the well-being status before? Write the number. Well-being status after? Write the number. Write it in the comment, whether it is the Zoom or whether it is on the YouTube. When you write it, you hold this state of being for the next 24 hours without losing this state of well-being. Normally, when you meditate, you lose the state, meditative state achieved maybe 10%, 20%, 30%, maybe 100% by the next day, and you have to repeat it. Here, we don't want it to lose and come back to the same level. We want it to growing up, ascending. For that reason, we have to write in the comment. All those who are in the YouTube, please like. When you like, YouTube shows it to more people you know. Automatically also shows to more people you know. Besides new people. When you subscribe, it again shows to everybody so the subscription can more people. And it also gives you the opportunity to share voluntarily to whomever you want to share, whomever has to become well. That is why we tell you to do that. And also press the bell icon to tell whenever we are live, you'll get to know. On top of it, fill the resolve form. Fill the detailed form if you want complete answers. If you want to meet me personally, fill that detailed form. See what you want so that I can pursue your request and help you. I may even call you to talk to you. So fill the detailed form. And of course, if people don't want to join, offer them the book, the endocrinology book, the heart book. For every system, we have a book. And the book is not about storytelling or writing. It's about doing what you need to do in order to solve your problem. That's all. Okay. Now, if you have any questions, please ask me. Any share, please do. And always be prepared with the questions, share beforehand so you can just copy paste it. Ah, so good. Thank you for writing everything. And don't forget to write. It's important for you to write. We are slowly growing. We'll come to thousands. The collective force which was there last month and this month is completely different. It's better. There are more wiser people and more new people. The collective force, so the results will be more effective, more efficient. There are more people coming. And there are more people watching even in absentia when it's not live. And I've told you every morning, 6:30, you should watch it, whether you understand or not. That's also important. Is there any questions? Anybody has a question? Anybody has an experience? When you share an experience, you are teaching, you're helping all others to improve on your belief on that, on their belief and their trust in themselves. Asking a question also helps in the growth of everybody. Gives clarity. Yes. Anything, Sunil?
Not yet, so they're sharing their before and after.
Okay. Nahin, na? Okay. I'll count 9. If there is nothing, I'll go. Oh, Alima. Yes, Alima.
Гурван төлөв мэдэрч байгаа байхгүй юу? Одоо ингээд яг энэ дасгалыг хийгээд ирэнгүүт одоо гараа тавингууд шударгад эргэлтүүд мэдэрдэг, гэрэл мэдэрдэг гэж байна. Тэгээд шийдэл шамлын дасгалуудыг хийж хаад тэрэлт хийдэж штэ бид нэр. Тэрэлт хийхээр нэг хоёр өөр мэдрэмж буй. Нэг нь болохоор бүр ингээд цэг мэт ингээд дотгошоогоо уусаад бүр энерги алга болоод байгаа. А нөгөөдг нь болохоор эсвэл бүр ингээд сансарлуу ингээд гарцсан юм шиг бүр тэгж тийм мэдрэмж. Энэ гурван мэдрэмжийн ялгааг шалцаад өгч.
Нэгтгэх нь болохоор гэрэл эргэлт мэдэрч байгаа мэдрэмж.
Одоо ингээд бидний зүгээр одоо энэ тунхаглал хийж байгаа шүү дээ. Тэгэхээр зүгээр ингээд алгаа зүрхэн дээрээ байрлуулахад бүр дотоод үнлүүгээ эргэлт мэдрэгдээ тийм гэрэл мэдрэгдээд ирж байгаа байхгүй юу?
Аха.
Аа.
Тэгэнгүүт яг энэ дасгалаа хийхтэй юм уу? Шийдэж шамлыг хийхтэй юм уу?
Энэ аль алинд нь орж ирж байгаа юм гурван мэдрэмж байна.
Окей. Нэг нь болохоор бүр хоосон цэг рүү ингээд уусч байгаа юм шиг, хоёр дахь нь болохоор бүр сансарлуу гарцсан юм шиг.
Тийм.
Сансарлуу бүр тэрцсэн юм шиг. Гурав дахь нь болохоор зүгээр эргэлт гэрэл мэдэрч байгаа. Гурван мэдрэмж зэрэг явагдаж байна гэж.
Зүгээр маш гоё тийм энерги бүрэн дүүрэн тийм мэдрэмж.
Бүрэн дүүрэн. Гурав дахь нь хэлсэн мэдрэмж үү эсвэл зүгээр сансаад гарсан мэдрэмж үү?
Тэлэгдээд бүр ингээд докторгоо сансарлуу ингээд гарч ирсэн юм шиг. Дээрээс нь харж байгаа ч юм шиг нэг тийм нэг юм тэлчихсэн.
Окей. Энэ гурав нэгэн зэрэг явагдаж байна.
Stop translation, no?
Yeah. Тэгэхээр нэгэн зэрэг явагдаж байгаа мөн тий?
Энэ зэрэг биш.
За ерөнхийдөө энэ
translation mode so that
явагдаад байна.
everybody can understand.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I already did.
Alma's question.
पता नहीं लगता आजकल. Yes. What is her thing, Alima?
Yes, Alma's question is, teacher, when I do this exercise, I feel three types of feeling. I feel I'm coming to a three types of state, and all three happens, not just together, but like sometimes one state, another time second, and another time the third state. First state is, for example, when I put my hand on my heart, I feel the rotation happening. I feel the light, like deep into my heart. I feel it. And then I feel also I'm, when we do the Shambhala or solution exercise, we do the expansion, right? When I do that, I feel like I'm becoming a point as a way, I'm actually dissolving and becoming like more and more inside and becoming like a point in a way, dissolving away, that kind of feeling. So second feeling I'm feeling is this feeling, and third feeling I'm getting is I'm like on the cosmos. I expand a lot, and I feel like I'm actually seeing things from outside of the cosmos in a way, like feeling so fulfilled. So like these three types of feelings are happening, these states are happening when I do the exercise. Like and why is it, and why all these three things happen? Sometimes one, sometimes the second, sometimes the third.
So your desire is not just that intention and resolve. Your desire is much more. So the level of your desire to understand is huge. So when you say the moment you place your hand, that whole pathway is lit. And the whole pathway works. So that pathway which you created during the intention and resolve becomes alive. So it doesn't need time. Immediately, it starts giving the results of whatever you are seeking. That is the reason why you feel that vortex. Vortex is the starting of the travel. If you see a helicopter, it has to move before it starts the travel. So that you're coming into the state of the travel. Second one, what was it, Sonanchimi? What was number 2, Sonal Chimik?
Teacher, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Орчуулга ингээд шууд монголоор явагдаж байгаа. Манайх ингээд нөгөө юуны магаад гинт монгол орчуулга орж иж магадгүй тохиргоогийн хийх юмар та. Yes, teacher. Second one is she feel like she's becoming a point, dissolving so little and becoming so small and becoming
So you're
almost
becoming the source, basically. You become the
Ah.
source. And the third is you're everywhere. That's the cosmos. So you're starting from a point and from being nothing to everything. That is what is happening in her. So these are all very highly spiritual experiences based on the deep down heartfelt desire of what you want to achieve and what you want to understand. So this is the answer to your questions. Okay. So basically, it is, what I want to tell you is that because the pathway is laid, the moment you put your thing, the highway is lit up and you go into all the different states one after the other. Helicopter to rising from a point to everywhere. That's it. So this is all spiritual. And when you are in this state, you become creator-like. You can source whatever you want and use. You can manifest whatever you want. You don't require time or space. You go into the timeless, spaceless, limitless state. So these are states which every human being can achieve, which is creator states. So that capacity is there in all of us. That's it. Thank you. Any other question? No, Sunil?
There are questions from
where?
In YouTube, yeah.
Okay, start one by one.
It is from Shweta. Sir, if there is God inside every one of us, why do we search for God outside and seek blessings?
Well, that was the belief of the ancient people that it's outside. But actually, everything is inside. Inside means everything is available here and now. They think heaven is far away, but the heaven is here. So you have to shift. So if you are going to be at the human level of vibrations, then you will see it is outside, far away. But the moment you change your vibratory rate, you change your potential, you change your being in this dimension to the next. What is the difference between this dimension and that dimension? The speed, the frequency. So we have the ability to switch to different frequencies. And that is what I teach in the Radiance workshop, which is happening next week. Is it next week? Yeah, next week. So I teach you how to go and be in different levels of existence. The root chakra, for instance, is at a different level. For example, that is the lowest frequency. That is why it's red color. When you come up, you come to the orange color. That's the creative frequency. That is of the sacral. You come to the solar, you come to the heart, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple, and beyond that is silver, gold, diamond. So all those silver, gold, diamond are the states of eternal physical body, eternal resonant body, eternal radiant body. They're all different states. All this is accessible to human being. They have been given all the skills and capacity to do that. And I'll teach you in a very simple way. I mean, we don't need to read those complex, scriptures and mantras and all that and trying to learn another language. That's fine. If you don't know that language, learn it in English. Learn it in a simple way. What is not written in those scriptures is what I'm going to teach you. And you will understand in common sense. Understood, Shweta? All you do is dream, desire, decide, and be determined to achieve it, and you will achieve it. So, next question.
Next is from Someshwar Rao. Sir, namaste. Yesterday, when you count numbers while listening to heart, I'm getting little vibrations. How, sir?
Yeah. Every number, you see, we communicate with electromagnetic fields and vibrations. See, electromagnetic field is waves, right? Waves. That is how the communication happens. It's not just nerves and blood and all that. There's a communication happening. That's how we communicate with animals. That's how we communicate with the creative force. That's how we communicate when you go to the temple to pray. There's a wave communication happening, silent communication happening. But that silent communication, you know what you're trying to communicate, even though if you don't speak out. Okay. So each number has a field. Any word, any sound has a field. And the field carries the meaning of that word. Now, hello means hello, correct? Hello in another language is some other sound. So it's important not to focus on the sounds as it was taught. For creating the mantras and vibrations, Uchcharan should be perfect, they used to say. But more important, I'm not saying that is wrong. More important than that is the meaning that alphabet, that number carries. So the number 1 carries the vibration of number 1. If I say it in English, if I say ek, is the same vibration, same meaning it carries. Sound is different. So when I said 1, I have developed the ability to transmit the vibrations for everybody. And if I can develop it, Someshwar Rao, you can develop it. If I have mastered the way of sound, for I should, whatever I say happens, you can master that too. There's no difference between you or me. It's just that I did it, practiced it, I understood it, and I'm teaching you. You practice it, understand it, you will become the same. Finally, all of us have to become creator-like. Because we are made like the creator. Whether it's goddess or God. So you heard the vibration because you didn't, when I said 1, that vibrations was what you experienced. You experienced that field. So when that 1 came to you, in your field, that field of 1 was added. And when it was added, it expands, and that's the time you feel the vibration. 2 will have different, 3 will have. I hope it's clear, Someshwar Rao. Good. Next question.
It is from Sarla. Sir, should we continue to do this well-being for organs till life for whichever organ is weak in our body?
Eventually, it will be only, see, I am doing month by month. Supposing we don't have any problems and we are doing it, continue to do whatever I did in first month, second month, third month, fourth month. So you keep to do for the whole body. When you do for the whole body, you're doing for all the systems, organs, everything. I'm doing it specifically to teach you that you can specifically also strengthen, optimize, empower a single organ, a single cell, a single tissue, a single atom, a single electron. That is the ability. But daily, just make sure that you strengthen, optimize, empower your full body. If you have a disease, then go on that. Otherwise, just doing the whole body is more than enough. Whole life you have to do. Can you stay without eating food whole life, Sarla? Can you stay without drinking water, Sarla? The whole life? We have to drink every day, right? Same way, this is nourishing the body at a higher level, at a different level by doing this practice. It's just like eating. It's just like drinking water. Got it, Sarla? So you don't have to be specific, precise for each organ, which is being learned. You should be aware that it can be done. You just do the body. If you feel a certain organ requires it, then just do that on that day. Are we clear? Nice questions. Sarla, Someshwar Rao. Who was the first person?
Shweta.
Shweta. Next questions. Come on. Invite more people, na? All of you are so wise. Be their teachers, be their gurus, invite people. Yes.
Then, sir, all of three said thank you. They understood it.
That's it.
Yes.
Nothing in Zoom, Sunil. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. God bless you. Thank you.